Hello everyone, Miss Sarah here, and I'm here to talk to everyone today about routines and rhythms, what that could look like for you guys at home, why they're so important, and what exactly that all means for you guys right now. Um, so to start, just so you know, if I am looking down, I have some visuals here for myself to help guide the conversation a little easier for me, to make it a little bit more fluid. Um, so we all have some sort of structure that we engage in as a part of our daily lives. Um, as adults, we're used to that. We know what our routine is. We wake up, we have our coffee, we go to the bathroom, whatever that may look like. That's predictability, that's comfort, that's safety. Our students, they like that too. All of that has just been completely shaken up. So now what? Now what does all of that look like? Now what can we do to help bring that back for our students? What can we do now to help build back up that routine and that rhythm for our students, to help rebuild that comfort and that safety and that trust that our students have kind of lost? Whether they're going to tell us that or not, whether they can even tell us that or not, we don't know. So that's kind of what I'm going to do today. Is I have 7 tips that I've come up with to help you build your routine and your rhythm in home with your student learner that is kind of geared just towards what's going on in the world right now, but can help even outside of that realm for the future. So here we go. It is 7 tips with Miss Sarah for building your routine and rhythm in home. All right, everyone. So, tip number 1 is building a daily schedule. So, simply put, this daily schedule can be visual, it can be just verbally talking through your student, but for it to succeed, you really want it to be visual. For me, I have recently done a lot of these lamination sheets and I've been writing down my schedule. Right now, this is kind of my reminder for what I need to talk through right now. But for your students that can't read, it's going to be the pictures. It could be color coding. It could be the color red means we're doing academic work. The color orange means breaks. Green means lunch. Blue means bedtime, whatever. But it's being purposeful about that schedule and making sure that you're sitting down with your student learner and going over that schedule. It's great to make the schedules, but we have to remember to then go over the schedule with our student learner, because these could be looking different each and every day. Because distance learning, your student's teacher could be giving you different work each and every day, so that schedule might look different for your student learner each and every day. This schedule can also be including the chores you're having your student learner doing as well. So don't just focus on it being an academic schedule. This is really going to help. It's going to be that consistent thing your student can look at. It's going to help really give them that predictability that they can look at and you can use when they're asking, well, when's lunch? When's snack? When do I have to do my academic work? When do I have to do this? When do I get a break? You will have a visual tool that you can just pull and you can look back on. So that is tip number 1, is a daily schedule. And make sure you're using that daily schedule even on the weekends, because you want that predictability. They need that, they crave that. Whether they're going to tell us that or not, they really do. Tip number 2, using timers. I don't know about everyone out there, but my students love timers. We use them all the time. And not just the little dollar store ones that are going to beep, 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 beep. We use phones, we use sensory tools, we call them bubblers, that you can just flip over and they can watch the bubblers. That's a timer. Your stoves have timers. You can look on YouTube for different apps and videos that could be different timers. But you want to use timers for transitions, giving the heads up. How long do they have left in a break? How long is their break? How long do they have to actually sit there and do that academic work? That's going to give them the comfort and the predictability of what is going on around them. That's going to make them feel safe and secure with what's going on. It's going to build that rhythm and routine of their new norm of what's going on at home now. Tip number 2. Number 3 for the tip is first, then language. I made an entire video for you guys about first, then language. But very briefly, because I'm just going to refer you to that video to make this a little bit shorter. First, then language. Sometimes our students, when they're looking at that really big schedule, they can get a little overwhelmed. because they're looking at it and they're like, oh my goodness, I have all this to get done, and it can just be very anxious. While they love seeing their whole day put out there, that schedule can make them a little bit anxious. So tip number 3 is first then language, but to do first then language, you have to break down that really big schedule into that little chunk of what they have to do right now. So first we need to do our math work, then you get your break. This is another really great visual you can build with your student learner, but again, I'm going to refer you to the video that I have already created on first then language and the visuals you can create with that. So go check that one out for more information on first then language. Tip number 4 is checking in and out with your student. So in our classroom, this is something we have built in daily. We are trauma informed. We love doing this. In the morning, it brings us together as a community in the classroom. We check in with our students. Where is our energy level? High, low, in the middle, all over the place. Zones of regulation. Are we green zone? Are we ready? Are we not ready? Are we just needing a break from the get-go in the morning? They can talk about what's going on. And that's the perfect opportunity to go over our daily schedule for the day. So that's the exact same practice you can use at home. It's fabulous. And then these check-ins do not just have to be in the morning. Check-in, we do them right before lunch. We do them after lunch. Check-in throughout the day, because I don't know about y'all, but as adults, my energy level and my emotions can go up and down throughout the day as well. So our tiny little humans, that happens to them too. So check in throughout the day and just be like, hey, where's our energy at? Is it high in the sky or low to the ground right now? And what do we need with that energy? And I can do a whole other video. I did do one on energy as well. Check that out to understand energy levels as well with that language that I am using. To check out with your student learners, that's something we do at the very end of the day. We want to see, did we meet our goals for the day? How are we feeling at the end of the day? Do we need something for the next day so we can be more successful, or do we think we had a great thumbs up day? It's a great way to come together as a community, and for now, as a family, to really see how everyone is feeling. So that is tip number 4, is to complete check-ins and check-outs with your student learner. Tip number 5 is brain breaks. Again, did a video on brain breaks. I am planning on doing another one to go a little bit more in depth about the diversity of brain breaks and how they can look, so stay tuned for that one a little bit later. But brain breaks, 5 to 7 minutes. It's a break from our work. It's gonna help. So stay tuned for that video, but I did already do one on the research and why they're so awesome. So check that out as well. So tip number 5 is incorporating brain breaks into your student learner's day. It's gonna give them the predictability of, I have something awesome coming up and scheduled into my day. And my other video that I am going to be creating will show you the diversity of brain breaks, that it's not just a movement break. It's not just a breathing break. There is so much more to brain breaks than just that. All right, tip number 6. We got one more after this, guys. Hang in there with me. Tip number 6 is getting your student involved. So this should not just be you sitting down and making the schedule. This should not just be you picking out the colors, you picking out what this needs to look like, and you picking out the brain breaks, you picking out what timer wants to be used, because they could actually hate the sound of the timer. Get your student involved, please. It's gonna give them that sense of, I'm in control of my day. It's gonna boost their self-esteem. It's powerful to watch this. They're gonna feel in control of their day. We're gonna boost self-esteem, and it's gonna work towards their own independence and control of their day, and give them as much control as they possibly can with everything going on in this world right now. And as parents, that's pretty awesome to watch. Can you not agree? So get them involved as much as you possibly can with all these tips that I'm giving you. Do it. It's pretty awesome. Tip number 7, final one, guys. You hung in with me this long. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tip number 7 is my favorite one of all. Positive praise. We can get so wrapped up in the hustle and the bustle of our days right now, and I think in general that we forget just to give that wonderful positive praise to our kiddos. Even just the high five, the thumbs up, the nonverbal positive praise, but also the positive affirmations. In our class, we are constantly, it has been our phrase this year, and our students, it's become a thing. And this can look however you want it to look, but it's just the little things you see them doing. They finished a worksheet that was really hard. They sat and stared at a computer all day long. That's hard to do. Give them that positive praise. You did phenomenal. I'm proud of you. In our classroom, we ask our students, are you proud of yourself? I'm feeling proud of you. Are you feeling proud of yourself? We wait for their response, and 9 out of 10 times, 10 out of 10, most of the times, they're saying, yes, I am feeling proud of myself. So then we then look at them and we say, can I hear you say that? I want to hear you say, I am proud of myself. I am a rock star. Our students like being rock stars this year. And then they repeat back to us, I am proud of myself. I'm a rock star. And then we tell them that we can't hear them and we let them say it louder. They are giving themselves a positive affirmation, and that is so powerful. Then we sometimes do some rock star dances, and it's a lot of fun. Make that however you want at home, but don't forget at the end of the day or throughout the day, give the positive affirmations, give the positive praise. Do not forget that. Within all of these tips, you could have the best schedule, you could have the best timers for Zen language, brain breaks, but if you're forgetting that high five, that I'm proud of you, you did really hard work today, and you can do hard things, we don't want to forget that. So that is tip number 7, because that is such an important tip to remember. So we did it. We got through all 7. Thank you so much for sticking in there with me. If you would want any more of tips like this, if you want me to go in any more detail specifically about a tip, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to. This is just really geared towards the routines and the rhythm in your home right now for distance learning. How to make it just a little bit more simple. If you would want to see examples of any of this, please just let me know. I'm more than happy to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing and following along this journey with me. It's truly been a month that I've been doing this, and it's been wonderful. So thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see all the routines and the rhythms that you guys are going to build in your home with your student learners. Good luck. Please let me know if you need any help. I am here for you. Spread some kindness today. Bye, everyone.